I recently purchased the MPG Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi motherboard. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and then tell you why I picked this motherboard. Let's get to it. We can start by just looking at the box itself. Pretty simple, but obviously they've got some information on the back. I do like that they show the I/O right on the back here. It's good to know exactly what you're getting and the details of each item. Let's get this opened up and take a look. Right off the bat, it's nice that they have the motherboard just kind of in this tray here, so you can just lift that right out. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the accessories first. Just your driver's disc, not really that important. They do give you two SATA cables for storage. There is two Wi-Fi antennas because this does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. These are the screws for M.2 drives. I really like the heft of this book. That means there's a lot of information in here. Yeah, that's really nice to have this kind of book provided with the motherboard so you can get all the information in here. A lot of this obviously is going to be available online, but you never know when it gets taken down or isn't available anymore, so this will come in handy. Looks like you've got an informational card here too. This is about case standoff. They must have had some issues with boards being fried with extra standoffs in cases, so this is something that was added in. And then we got a quick installation guide. So this is going to talk about installing your processor in many different languages. Oh, it does talk about the front panel as well. That's nice to have that available right away. And RAM. That front panel can be a little tricky depending on what case you've got. We've got, looks like cable stickers. Oh, that's kind of nice of them to throw in there. Be able to label, what each cable's going to. I don't know that I'll use those, but could be nice to have depending on your setup. Just a little advertisement booklet here. There we go, case badge. I'm not one that usually uses these, but I understand, why they include them still. Good promotion if somebody's showing off their computer and they've got the MSI case badge. We got our product registration and a rewards program. And that is all we've got inside the box. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back in. And then we'll take a look at the motherboard. So a lot of nice things about this motherboard. Obviously we've got M.2 slots. We've got one down here and we do have one underneath this heat shield. Supports USB 3.1 with that connector there for your front panel. Let's take a look at the I/O. For the I/O, you actually have USB 2.0, HDMI DisplayPort. This is USB 3.1 in the form of a USB-C connector. We've got 4 USB 3.0s. It's actually a 2.5 gig Ethernet, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and then you've got your audio. So why did I pick this motherboard out of all of them out there? Let's start with the must-haves. LGA 1200 slot. I am going with the Intel Core i5-11600K 11th gen processor, so I needed to have a motherboard that supported that. M.2. I knew I wanted to go M.2 with my new storage drive, so I had to have slots, and it's nice that it has 2, and having that heat spreader helps as well. Then USB was a big one for me. This motherboard does have 7 USB-A's as well as a USB-C. For me, I actually use a lot of USB peripherals, so I needed to have that many built onto the motherboard. After the must-haves, it came down to price. I paid $185 for this. I knew I didn't want to go super cheap, but I didn't want to spend a ton of money, and I felt like $185 was kind of the sweet spot for me. From there, it went to nice-to-haves. 4 RAM slots, lots of fan headers, plenty of expansion slots, multiple power connectors for overclocking, really nice power delivery system, When it came down to it, this motherboard just covered everything I needed and more. Alright guys, that was me showing you the MSI MPG Z490 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. If you've got this motherboard or you're interested in it, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.